So I just found out the statewide ban on vapes is in effect now, or at least the ban on selling them, making it illegal to possess for selling any part or product that is involved in it. So like even the components. You can have individual batteries as long as they're sold separately and all that stuff. It's an outright wiping out of vape devices, and they're only going with FDA approved ones, which are all the big three tobacco or big whatever the big three vape all are big tobacco backed. So Juul, Views, Blue, all the ones in the gas stations, those are the ones that are ironically legal and okay to have still. I saw this happen in Massachusetts back like 4 or 5 years ago, and you could still get vapes, but it was only menthol or tobacco. It was Views, it was the regulated. So it's an outright ban on flavors. Everyone enjoys flavors. The problem here is kids getting a hold of it. Instead of restricting that part of it, they go out and outright ban it for everyone in the interest of protecting the kids. That's bullshit, because we as humans can decide for ourselves that we want to protect the kids and therefore not let this stuff get in their hands. And there are alternatives to the nicotine flavors that you can get vape juice without any nicotine in it, and therefore it's just flavor. So kids don't necessarily have to get addicted to nicotine to enjoy the flavors if their parents allow them to enjoy the flavors. But in a lot of ways, this is way more restrictive than it is helping the issue, helping the fact that kids are reaching to nicotine as a source of calming, and that they need this. They're reaching out for a fix. Let's fix that problem instead of restricting the access to law, but not even just law abiding, but free sovereign individuals who want to make a decision for themselves, and now restricting their access to the three big tobacco company, and they're the companies that are going to play ball with the government. And so the FDA approved list, the tobacco, can you imagine how many millions of dollars are funded into this change in the US? Vaping has completely destroyed the tobacco industry. The Blue, Views, and Juul were only a response to the threat of the vaping industry. And now they're the only ones that are approved in this country. That's fucking bullshit, because then that either leads people straight back to tobacco or reliant on still the tobacco companies, which neither are in the people's best interest, and neither are these laws that are preventing us from accessing healthier options with more variety, and ones that contribute to the free market. The idea is that, we don't have to have just this little stupid Juul device that goes dead within a couple hours and the pod barely holds enough for an entire day, and they're crazy expensive on top of it. No, we don't want that. We want to buy a whole bottle of juice and be able to fill our pods individually. Not only that, it's what kind of chemicals are they putting in there, really? Like, they're three big tobacco. Big tobacco is known for corruption and not having our best interests in mind, knowing about the death and the killing, and perpetuating the idea of the American dream. We know the evil inherent in the tobacco companies. We know the evil inherent in our government. We know the corruption inherent in all forms of government, like all throughout history, where there is power, there is the ability for corruption, and there is the likely presence of corruption in some way or another. In this case, it's big tobacco funding legislation that promotes their best interests, not our best interests. And the legislators that went along with this are right with them. So we as citizens, we need to follow that legislation. Who the hell legislators push this through on a federal level, and who is allowing it to continue into a state level? Now all of a sudden Wisconsin is, and very few states actually still allow flavors, that I'm just finding out now. It's complete corruption. It's bullshit. They know their only argument is that the additional flavors appeal to underage people. So instead of changing that those flavors aren't for them, because they're in a product that is not for them. Those flavors don't exist for them. They exist for the consumer, which is the legal age to consume it. Those kids can't even walk into a vape shop without presenting an ID. And this is policed. This is enforced. Many vape shop owners will card people into their 20s just to make sure that they're 18 and that they can be in their shop, because they stand to lose a lot if they get busted. And there's stings all the time. They don't fuck around. So how are these kids getting them? Well, you need to police that instead of policing the sale and restricting everyone. That part is bullshit. We are not children. We can handle this. We just need to stand up for what is right. And when we roll over and allow them to do this kind of bullshit, when we know this is the better alternative, when we know exactly where they're trying to steer our ability for choices, for options, for a diversity, for the ability to, when they say you have fuck you money, this isn't fuck you money. This is fuck you options. This is saying, no, I don't want your 3 big tobacco. This is fuck you. I have this option and I'm going to go this way and there's nothing you can do about it. That's the American dream. And they're taking it away from us systematically, forcing us into smaller and smaller compartments so that we're more and more able to be manipulated and controlled. It's the nature of things. It's the nature of country corruption, control, power, governments, religions, societies. It's the nature of it. But the more we allow it, the smaller the compartment gets. How big is your compartment? How small has it got in your lifetime? How small can you see it getting if things continue on? I'm going to leave you with that. It's a very important message. Until next time.